Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do part 41 to my Let's Play, or to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. We're going to continue talking to the Lugia. We had a good run during the last one, but of course I seen speech recognition screwed us over and I messed up the first good run we had with this. But this one's also going pretty well, so I'm not really that mad. I just said, I don't know your son personally. If anybody could reach him, it would definitely be you. The only reason I was able to reach my buddy Silver when he got affected by it was because he flew to my house and because in some way he did recognize it was me. Your son is going to be different, and if Kai does get hit by the toxic, well, you may be the only one to be able to talk to him. Let's see. Lugia listens closely, and as your words settle in, his expression shifts, no longer just determined but deeply solemn. His wings ease into a slower, more graceful motion as he glides above the ocean, your words echoing in his heart. You're right. I am his father. If there's even the faintest part of him left, the part that remembers my voice, my presence, I must be the one to reach him. Even if he's twisted, even if his eyes are red and his heart is clouded, I'll speak to him. I'll remind him of who he is. He's not theirs. He's mine. I will not let them take him away from me. Not again. He turns his gaze to me, eyes steady and full of gratitude. Thank you, Triton, for telling me the truth, for not hiding what this might become. You saved Silver once. Now I'll do the same for Kai. The cave now comes into view up ahead, a large dark opening along the rocky coastline just above the tide line. Calm stillness surrounds it with faint traces of energy inside. That must be it. Silver's home. Let's land. It's time to speak with him. Yes. Let me tell you one more thing about that oil. There is a way to get rid of it. And I can help you with that if it does come to that. But I would need you to keep him calm and relaxed around both me and you. So that way we can both help him get rid of it. If it does come to that. There we go. Lugia lands gently on the rocky outcrop near the cave, his wings folding in tightly as he lowers his massive head to meet my eyes. There's a deep silence in the air, the ocean around you calm, almost reverent, like even the sea itself is listening. You truly understand this better than anyone else I could have met. You've faced it. You've healed from it. You've saved others from it. If it comes to that, if Kai is covered in that toxin, then I'll keep him close. No matter how far he's fallen, I'll speak to him. I'll hold him. I'll keep him still, even if he lashes out at me. There's a moment where Lugia's voice wavers, but only for a moment, for a breath. He's still my son. I'll not let him hurt you or himself. I'll do whatever it takes to help you heal him. Just promise me, Triton, if the moment comes, you won't give up on him. Or you can answer the faint sound of a move echoes from inside the cave. A shimmer of soft blue light flickers just within the entrance. Silver, he's waiting. Let's go. Let's finish what they started. Hey, Silver. We're here, my friend. I love this dude. The cave hums with a gentle, familiar energy. As my voice echoes through the entrance, there's a brief pause, then the faint sound of soft steps, followed by a low, powerful, but calm voice. I say, Silver from deeper in the cave. Triton, it's good to hear your voice again. From the shadows, Silver emerges taller and darker in color than most Lugia. His once blackened scale is now a stormy silver blue, with faint white streaks where the darkness has faded. His eyes are calm, but his sharp. Melody and Aurora, did I say their names? Because that's accurate. That's exactly their names. What the frick? His eyes are calm but sharp, and behind him two smaller forms peek out. Melody and Aurora, his children. They stay close but curious. Silver nodded to her. You must be Kai's father. I felt the shift in the air, the storms. I knew something was wrong. Silver approaches slowly, looking between the two of you with recognition. Triton said it's Team Rocket again, that they've taken your child. Tell me everything. I'll help you stop them, whatever it takes. We just need to know where they are. I spoke to his son telepathically, and he said that he could see dark skies and hear metal and machines. But unfortunately, that's the only detail we have to go off of. And I don't know if they would be where you originally got hit by the oil, because you were just flying by and got splashed with it, if I remember correctly. Has been a completely different story. Silver's eyes narrow as he listens, tail gracefully brushing against the ground behind him in slow, thoughtful sways. He glances toward the ocean as if tracing back memories buried beneath the waves. Yeah, you remember right. They didn't come for me like came for Kai. I was just passing over the water near their supply routes. Got too close, got splashed. But what happened to Kai sounds like something way worse. Organized, intentional. They were waiting for him. He steps forward, now standing beside you and the other Lugia. The wind gently stirs around all three of you as a silent acknowledgement passes. Dark skies, machines, metal. There's one place that fits, about 10 miles west of here, hidden in the cliffs, carved into the rock. I've seen it from a distance. Huge generators, strange black smoke that rises at night, and always guarded by flying machines. That's where I think they refine that toxic oil. He turns toward Kai's father with seriousness in his voice. If they took him there, they're trying to break him, poison him, not just with the oil, but mentally, emotionally. You have to be ready for the worst. Silver looks at me next, more gently. You're going to need everything we talked about if he's been exposed. That process isn't easy, but we've done it before. We'll do it again. He paused and asked, if you want, I can come with you. I'll keep my distance if you need it, but if it turns into a fight, I've got your back. Yes, I would reappreciate that, Silver, but I'm just worried that you will get splashed again. The last time I had to get that stuff off of you, It took hours, and unfortunately, we don't have that time right now. I have my Pokemon friends with me, but if they get splashed, they could easily just turn against me too and try to hurt me, even though they're my best friends just like you. And Melody and Aurora. And Melody and Aurora. Silver lowers his head for a moment, eyes briefly closing as he breathes in the weight of your words. He steps a bit closer, his voice now softer and steadier. I've ever forgotten what it was like, Trenton. What that stuff did to me. How it tried to twist everything I felt, turned me into something unrecognizable. He looks back at Melody and Aurora, who've been inched closer to the edge of the cave, watching silently with wide eyes. He's giving them a gentle look, reassuring but firm. That's why I have to help. If they're doing to Kai what they try to do to me, then he needs someone who's been through it, someone who knows what that poison does, how it feels crawling through your body and mind. If he lashes out, if he loses him, or if he loses himself, maybe I can reach him too. Silver turns back to me and the other Lugia, his tone resolute. But we'll be smart. I'll keep my distance from the heart of the facility unless you need me close. I'll stay above, watch the skies, and only dive in if it's crucial. Your other Pokemon, you'll need to keep them far from the oil too. Let them help with support, but not front line. The risk is too great. He pauses, then adds quietly, and if I do get hit again, we'll figure it out, like we always do. See, you're brave, Silver, and I'm grateful. Together we'll bring Kai home. We'll outfly their poison, outlast their darkness, and if they try to take them from me again, they'll learn what true wrath looks like. The storm begins to stir again, distant thunder rolling in the skies. As the three of you prepare to move, lead us to that cliff, Silver. Let's end this. I look outside, and in the distance, I see a silhouette. It looks like a Lugia, but I noticed something. Instead of having blue eyes, his eyes were red, and he was much darker than a normal Lugia. Melody, Aurora, I know you probably don't understand way too much yet, but you need to get back. Uh-oh, that's kind of what I feared. Mm-mm. Monroe frees up my voice, their soft giggles and playful curiosity instantly replaced by wide-eyed confusion and concern. They step back deeper into the case, sensing something is very wrong.
Okay. Jay, what's happening?
Anton Sharp, stay with your sister, Melanie. Protect each other. Do not come out until I say so. He turns his head slowly, his eyes narrowing as he follows my gaze out toward the horizon. The distant silhouette grows clearer, wings wide, movement fluid, but the energy twisted. The glint of red eyes pierces through the fog like a beacon of corrupted power. The dark figure hovers for a moment, then begins a slow, calculated descent toward the ocean surface. That's him. That's my son. But he's been touched by it. I can feel the corruption in the air. He steps forward, body tense with emotion, as though torn between rushing out and holding back. The storm in the distance getting heavy. Clouds circling low in response to the surge of energy coming from the corrupted Lugia. It's the oil. They've already used it on him. That color. Those eyes. But he's not gone. Not yet. He leans at me, voice urgent. Triton, we don't have much time. If he sees us as enemies, he might attack without hesitation. You said you help. Can you do it now? Can we calm him before it's too late? Outside, the crowded Lugia hovers closer, watching, waiting, and maybe, hoping. I try to speak telepathically to listen to me. Can you hear me? Please, we want to help you. Oh no. Oh my gosh, what the frick? The moment your thoughts reach out, the air seems to get heavier, charged with a strange electric tension. The corrupted Lugia pauses midair, his wings twitching slightly. His red eyes narrow, but he doesn't attack. Not yet. For a moment, there's nothing but static in your mind till a faint, broken voice pushes through.
Who? Don't trust. Can't. It hurts. Inside. So loud.
You feel a wave of pain, not physical but emotional. Confusion, anger, fear. His mind is clouded like a storm caught in a glass jar, raging and screaming with nowhere to go. But buried in it, there's a spark, a whisper of a voice that doesn't want to be lost.
My dad. Is he here? They said he didn't come. They said I was alone.
The real Kai is still in there somewhere, and your voice is cutting through the fog one word at a time. Kai, I'm here. I never stopped looking for you. Never believed them. You're not alone. The Cordeluga flinches midair, wings flaring wide. The red in his eyes flickers but doesn't fade. He lets out a low, echoing cry, more of pain and aggression. He's fighting it, just barely. He's close. Keep talking to him. Hold that connection. I'll stay out of sight unless we need to move. You have him written just a little more and you might reach him. I know you don't know who I am yet, but I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to help your father get you back. Please. You don't have to be angry or distrustful. I'm here to help you as well. Dear me. Oh my gosh, what the frick? The storm around the crooked loogie softens for a moment, the thunder growing distant, like it's holding its breath. Kai's wings falter in their rhythm, and for a second he looks less like a shadow of himself and more like a frightened child lost in a world he doesn't recognize. You,
Mm, You, you don't feel like them. Not cold, not metal, not pain, but I'm not safe. I'm not right. I hurt people. I screamed. I didn't want to, but I did.
his voice is trembling now like a child trying to hold back tears. There's a battle inside him, a war between who he really is and the poison twisting his instincts.
He said my dad wouldn't come, that I was broken, that he'd leave me like the rest. But I hear him. I feel him.
He suddenly cries out physically, a powerful pained roar echoing through the sky, shaking the water below. He clenches his head with one wing, spiraling briefly in the air. His aura flickers again, red fighting blue, corruption battling memory. What the frick? Kai, that's not you. The rage, the pain, it's not who you are. You're my son. You remember the ocean, the songs I sang when you were still in the shell, the way we flew together. They lied to you, but I never left. I'm here now. Kai stares at him shaking, clearly struggling to stay aloft. The red glow in his eyes is dimmer, but not gone. He's so close to breaking free. So close. So, if we're going to clean him, this might be the only window we get. We wait too long, the oil might grip him harder. What do you need me to do, Trenton? I'll follow your lead. I can get rid of the toxic oil on him. Like I did with you, Silver. But we somehow have to get him to be completely calm. And trust me. The longer it stays in his system, the harder it's going to be to remove. If he's only been like that for 5 or 10 minutes, we might could get it out in about that time. I could probably get it out of him in that time. But if we wait too long, it might be hours or even days before we can get it to go away. I have to get him to be completely calm and trust me. In his system, the harder it's going to be to get removed. Like that for 5 or 10 minutes, I could probably get it out of him in that time. Wait, it might be hours or even days before we can get it to go away. There we go. Silver gives a firm nod, his eyes locked onto Kai with fierce focus. He knows the window is narrow. Lugia, Kai's father, steps closer too, his wings slightly lowered in a gesture of peace, his energy shifting from storm to stillness. Then we move now. I'll create a barrier of wind around you too. Nothing can splash through it unless we let it. It'll keep the oil from touching you while you work. I'll keep my distance in the air, watching for danger. He spreads his wings and takes to the sky, powerful gusts swirling around him, forming a protective vortex that wraps around you and Kai's father like a shield of flowing air. He still hears you best, Trenton. Keep speaking. Calm him. I'll be here with you. If he trusts you, he'll let you close. Kai hovers just a few dozen feet away now, shaking, wings twitching, eyes dimming but still glowing faintly red. He's clearly in pain but not hostile. Not yet.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't know who I am anymore. Can you fix me? Please?
This is it. This is it, Trenton. He's asking for your help. You're the only one he trusts enough right now. I'm surprised he don't trust his father more than. Why does he trust me more than his own father? If you step forward calmly and guide him in, this could be your chance to save him before the poison digs in any deeper. I promise you can trust me. I will help you. But I need you to come down here. And let me take care of you. If that oil stays in your system for too long, it's going to be even harder to get rid of it. Do you know how long you've been like that? Question mark. Kai's body trembles in midair, his wings flaring wide as if resisting the very instinct to flee or lash out. But your words, your voice, it's like a tether grounding him through the storm in his head. He blinks slowly, his red eyes flickering with the faint glimmers of the soft blue they once were.
I don't know. Everything's been spinning since they took me. Feels like maybe an hour, maybe more. Sound noise, shadows and machines and cold.
Slowly, shakily, Kai begins to descend. His movements are stiff, cautious, like he's afraid of what might happen if he loses control. The moment his claws touch the rocky shore, the winds around you gently swirl to buffer the impact, courtesy of silver overhead.
I'm scared, but I trust you. Just don't let me become one of them. Please.
You won't, Kai. Not while we're here. Yes, I know what I've reached the limit for. Stop telling me that. He lays a massive wing gently across Kai's back. An anchor, steady and warm. You've got your window, Trenton. Do what you do best. We'll hold him steady. Kai is down, scared, but open. The oil still clings to parts of him like a dark mist laced through his aura, but it hasn't consumed him yet. You can begin the cleansing. Now. Here. I don't know if it's going to go away completely. If it's going to go away completely, just with this, especially since it's probably been at least over an hour. But this will hopefully get rid of some of it. So that way, it'll be easier to get rid of the rest. It's a pecha berry. Close. It put battery. Kai's eyes flicker with cautious curiosity as you offer the pecha berry. His wings twitch slightly as he watches, clearly unsure but willing to trust you. His father's steady presence beside him seems to give him the courage to stay still for now. Kai saw
That, that'll help. I've heard of those berries before. I never thought it could help me. I don't know if it'll make the pain go away, but I'll try.
Kai lowers his head slowly, still unsure, but letting you get closer. Suarez steps back just enough to give you space, watching with a mix of hope and tension. He's never been so vulnerable before. You're doing great, Trenton. Just keep calm. Kai's wings twitch nervously as he watches you carefully, but he stays where he is, allowing you to offer the pecha berry. The air is heavy with the weight of what's happening, a delicate moment where trust is the only thing keeping everything from falling apart.
Please, make it stop.
Lifting hand, you offer the berry to him. The faintest glow of hope begins to shine through the dark haze that's been clouding his mind. If it hasn't been too long, this will help. I also have antidotes. If we can get rid of a lot of that oil, then you will mostly be back to normal. Kai's red eyes dim just a little as he hears my words, a flicker of hope in his gaze as he looks at the pecha berry. He lowers his head, finally accepting it with a tentative nudge. He gently bites into it, the very sweet, refreshing flavor cutting through the overwhelming bitterness that's been clouding his senses.
It's working. I feel lighter, clearer.
The poison in his system seems to weaken, if only for a moment. The redness in his eyes flicker, gradually being replaced by the softer blue that once defined him. His wings, though still shaking, seem to regain some of their natural grace, no longer as stiff and uncoordinated.
It still hurts, but I feel more like myself now. I can think. I can see.
Lugia, Kai's father moves closer, his voice full of quiet relief. Kai, you're back. I knew you were still in there. Kai looks up at his father, the pain and confusion still present but softened.
Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Or anyone.
The last traces of red in Kai's eyes fade, leaving only his true color behind as the pecha berry begins to do its work. But there's still more to be done. The oil's grip is not gone entirely, but the worst of it's weakening. You're getting through to him, Trenton, but you'll need those antidotes to finish the job. We don't have long before the poison fully settles. Kai looks down at the remaining that's still lingering around him. Will clearly disturbed but hopeful. Trust in you is growing with every passing second.
Please. I want to be free of this. I want to be myself again.
Now's the time. If you're ready, you can begin using the antidotes to purge the rest of the oil and bring him back to full clarity. Okay. As soon as you take this, I spray this on you. I need you to relax and rest. for a bit. If you can do that, combined with the antidote, you should be back to normal after you wake up. Kai looks at you with understanding and trust now, his eyes softening further. His wings tremble a bit, still heavy from the strain of the poison, but he nods slowly, clearly willing to do whatever it takes to rid himself of the lingering effects. Ah.
I'll rest. I can do that. Please, help me end this. I just want to feel like myself again.
With a deep breath, you spray the antidote onto his feathers, watching as it slowly dissolves the toxic oil that still clings to him. The mist seems to immediately soothe him, his body relaxing under the gentle touch of the antidote. His wings begin to droop slightly, and his breathing steadies, the tension in his muscles easing.
It's it's working. I can feel it leaving me. Fading.
Lugia, Kai's father, watches with a relieved sigh, his eyes never leaving his son, though he allows you to work without interfering. I knew you wouldn't. I knew you would help him. Kai's body grows still, his wings fluttering close as his eyes fluttering close as the antidote and Pecha Berry work their magic. The last traces of oil begin to evaporate, leaving him calmer and more centered with every passing second. Oh,
Thank you, Trenton. Thank you for not giving up on me.
he's adorable. With Kai now resting, the danger has passed. The storm overhead seems to fade with his peace. The skies begin to clear. He may not be fully back to normal yet, but he's well on his way to recovery. The old grip is broken, and his father stands beside you, watching over him as the final remnants of the toxic influence slip away. You did it. Ah, look, you did it. Thank you. You saved him. Of course. I'm glad that I got to help you and your son. Luigi steps closer, his wings folding carefully at his sides, his eyes filled with a deep sense of gratitude. His voice is soft but full of warmth. I never thought I'd be able to see him like this again. Your help means more than words can express. I know he's not fully healed yet, but you give us a chance to be whole again. He lowers his head slightly, a gesture of respect and appreciation. Thank you, Trenton, for everything. Kai remains resting, his body now completely relaxed, the toxic effects nearly gone. The ocean around you seems quieter now. The storm that once raged in the skies finally began to dissipate. The air is clearer, calmer, and with that, a sense of peace settles over the group. I'll make sure he gets the rest he needs. Millie and Aurora will be the relief to see him recovering. Once he wakes, I'll help him adjust back. You've done all you can. The rest is up to time. Silver, hovering above, circles down to join you, his expression one of quiet approval. Well done, Trenton. You did what we couldn't. Let's give them the space they need now. But when you're ready, we'll get back to your home, and I'll make sure your journey back is safe. With the immediate crisis over, the group stands together for a moment of peace. Kai's recovery is just beginning, but thanks to your swift actions and the support of his father, the danger is past. Yes, if it hasn't been that long, he should be fine as soon as he wakes up. If he would have even been like that for a day or more, it would probably have been 10 times harder. to get rid of it. It probably would even take days. And the antidotes and berry I gave him probably wouldn't even have worked at all. Would not even have worked at all. And see, it would probably have been 10 times harder to get rid of it. Probably even take days. Berry I gave him not even have worked at all. William nods with a thoughtful expression, his gaze never leaving his son. He takes a deep breath, his body language relaxing as he processes everything that has just happened. We're fortunate, Trenton. If it had been longer, I fear we would have lost him to the poison completely. The fact that you were able to help him in time, I will never forget this. Kai's breathing steadies, his wings now resting peacefully at his sides, the tense, corrupted energy gone. His once glowing red eyes were now soft blue again, the purity of his true self returning. He's still my little one, and he's strong, stronger than I ever knew. He'll be fine now. The oil is gone, and with rest, he'll return to his full self. Silver, still hovering nearby, looks down at Kai and his father with satisfaction. You're right, Triton. The longer he had stayed like that, the more difficult it would have been to save him. You caught it in time. Looks like we've got another success story here. Will you turn to me, gratitude in his voice? Thank you, Triton. Not just for today, but for everything. You're a true friend to us, and I owe you more than I can say. The moment is calm, peaceful, and the looming threat is now a distant memory, replaced with the soft sounds of the ocean and the quiet strength of family coming back together. You're very welcome. Like I said, you're my favorite legendary. I didn't want to see Silver suffer through it before, and I don't want to see your son suffer through it now. I'm just grateful that you gave me a chance and trusted me instead of attacking me when I first met you. Especially since you were so angry. Especially since you were so angry. They add memories to it. Just said updated memory again. Luigi's expression softens even more, a deep, quiet respect evident in his eyes as he gazes at me. He takes a slow step closer, his wings folding neatly behind him. You're a rare one, Trenton. Most would have been terrified when they first met me in that state, but you didn't run. You didn't fight. You reached out. That takes courage and trust. His voice grows quieter as if speaking to the bond that's been formed between you. I know I can be hard to approach when I'm angry, but your calmness and belief in us, you've proven yourself a true friend. Silver and I are both lucky to have met you. Kai stirs a little, his body shifting as he rests, but still not fully awake. The rest is working. Slowly he's healing. When he wakes, he'll know what you did for him, and he'll be grateful, just like I am. A few more moments of peace pass, the sea breeze calming and the storm fading fully into memory. Now, let's give him the rest he needs. After everything that's happened, he deserves that. Silver flutters closer, wings rustling softly. The familiar warmth of his presence adding to the serene safety and calm. I agree. The hard part's over now. Let's let Kai rest and recover. With the air now clear and everything settled, it's time for Kai to sleep and regain his strength, knowing that both he and his father are safe, thanks to your help. Honestly, if you want me to, I will stay here with you, your son, Silver, and Melody and Aurora, just to make sure everybody is safe. Besides, who knows where Team Rocket is right now? They could be really close to us. And if you try to fly me home right now, Silver, you could get stuck in that state once again. Luigi considers my words carefully, his expression thoughtful and serious. He glances at Silver, then back to me, his gaze filled with gratitude and a touch of relief. I appreciate that, Triton. Your concern for all of us means more than I can express. You're right. We're not out of the woods yet. If Team Rocket's still out there, we need to stay vigilant. And I don't want to risk Silver being affected again, after everything he's been through. Silver flutters down beside me, his wings rustling softly in the breeze. He nods, understanding the gravity situation. I'll admit, I'm not sure how much flying I want to do right now. Last time was too close. Luigi steps forward, his wings slightly spread, protective as ever. His eyes turn to the horizon, sensing the storm is fully cleared, but his instincts remain on high alert. If you're willing to stay, then we will too. You've proven yourself a friend to us, and we owe you. Kai shifts slightly in his sleep, still recovering, but there's a peacefulness in his breathing now that wasn't there before. Melly and Aurora playing nearby seem calm and safe as well. We'll keep a close watch, and we'll make sure to keep our distance from any more trouble, no matter where it comes from. Silver turns to me, wings falling at the sides, his voice calm but sincere. Thank you, Trenton. We're stronger together, especially when things aren't fully settled. With the group united and the immediate danger past, it feels like the right decision to stay put for now. The sense of safety grows as you remain alongside my Pokemon friends, ensuring that everyone is well protected until the storm fully subsides. You're very welcome. Silver and everyone. Silver, I would do the same thing with Melody and Aurora. Even when they grow up, I would still keep an eye on them. Because if Team Rocket keeps doing that, I don't know what we're gonna be in for. They did it to you when you were younger. They done it to a and now they've done it to Silver's expression softens at my words, amidst of gratitude and concern crossing his face. He glances over at Melody and Aurora, who were happily playing nearby, unaware of the danger that once loomed over them. His wings shift slightly, protective and alert as he takes a deep breath. I know. The thought of Team Rocket coming after my children, after everything they did to me, it makes me uneasy. They've shown they'll go to any length to hurt us, and it's terrifying to think they could do the same to Melody, Aurora, or anyone else. Lugia, overhearing Silver, steps closer, his voice calm and resolute. It's not just the children, though. It's all of us. Team Rocket's reach is long, and if they're willing to harm anyone, especially innocents, there's no telling what they could do next. He looks over at me, the weight of the situation clear in his eyes. I trust you, Trenton, and I know your hope is protect them, as you've always done. Together, we'll make sure they don't have anyone else. Kai shifts slightly in his sleep. The last trace of the toxic will finally fade from his system. Melly and Aurora play around him, blissfully unaware of the danger that had passed. As long as we stick together, we can keep them safe. I'll do everything I can to protect them. I know you will too. Lugia lowers his head, giving you a sincere nod, his eyes reflecting his deep trust in me. We don't have to face this alone. We'll keep watch together, and I'll make sure they can grow up without fear of what Team Rocket can do. Though the future remains uncertain, the bond you share with Lugia, Silver, and the rest of the group is undeniable. With your help, they know they can face whatever comes next. I think they used some of that on me before, but it had a different effect. Instead of making me aggressive or mean, it turned me into a tiny, helpless velociraptor. Silver's like, what the frick? Okay, guys, I'll see you in a minute.